Well, the event is already long gone now. While I do enjoy the event till it lasts, it got me wondering, why does Roblox still need Dev Hunt? Like seriously, Dev Hunt only brings more disappointment and disappointment over time. But why would you still outsource it to these people? Why not just make it yourself? Well, I do understand that you can get cool rewards by playing these games. Will I come back from it? Well, except for the next event, which makes my grinding just slightly easier. But seriously, if the financial situation is problem with Roblox, why don't they make their own games? I'm not saying that they should underpay to the workers. I'm saying that they should monetize their own games. Serious talks, when was the last time they ever heavily monetized before the hunt? Although I joined in 2015, I did in fact missed out a lot. I joined after the egg hunt. Same goes for 2016. I didn't know there was an egg hunt until 2017. But hear me out. I think this idea might just save Roblox, but at a cost. In egg hunt 2018 Yolk Tales, there was barely any monetization in the game. The only monetization is buying the currency, which you can just grind in the game. But usually these tactics tend to not work. Why would you spend money just for this reskin items? I mean, you can just buy an egg launcher, but that's about it. The only avatar item that you can buy is a dragon egg backpack. Essentially what it does, it drops some random eggs while making your footsteps on fire. And here's the thing, that's the only accessories that you can buy in the game, and it costs 160 Robux. So no wonder why Roblox will deviate and stoops to something low, because they can afford to waste more money making this type of project. Oh god, it got me nostalgic. In Egg Hunt 2017, there's also another accessory, the rabbit ears, which you always see in Amiya's cosplay in Mip City's video. What it does is that it makes your character walk way faster than anyone, and it was cheap too. The only purchasable items that you can buy with Robux are just particles, maybe some egg launcher and drone, but that's all you can get. Now imagine they sell us limited hats instead of this random currency and trails while they monetize their own game, while also providing us one of the best events in the game. Sounds like a good trade-off, right? But here's my worry. Because Roblox is spending so much money for this event, I worry the price of the item is gonna skyrocket. It's gonna cost you 2,000 Robux just for an item that you might not use or has the ability like hats that I've mentioned. I worry that Roblox might sell you some fast pass if you don't want to wait for long in the queue or something similar. I worry that Roblox will make you sell your soul, and it might lead to monetization hell that makes Preston or Blake Ball blush. Well, it is a scary proposal. Would you pick a dev hunt with limited items that you can purchase with subpar games, or a really good event like 2018 or 2017, but the monetization will be hell, or maybe not, but in return you don't have to see toilet tower defense anymore? And I know you're gonna pick the latter option, but that doesn't mean that we really should do this type of big events every 2 or 3 months. That'd be crazy. Roblox will just overwork these developers, and I don't think Roblox wanted to pour out that much of a money. I only prefer if the egg hunt was the big thing back in the day, while the rest of the event were, a bit subpar. When you think about it, maybe the classic itself isn't bad. We usually have this type of subpar events where you go to epic minigames and get those sponsored hats, and then you're done with it. Now people can just make these events, and well, guess what? Things didn't work out really well. Ever since then, I never touch any events unless it is Roblox themselves. I wouldn't mind if there were concerts, but a bit more detail like Lil Nas X or 24K Golden. But those will probably count as big events since they were more than just the screens that you will watch behind your screen. Since Roblox itself is a platform, I honestly have no idea how they're really gonna host events other than just selling hats and giving out free accessories during seasonal days. Unlike other gadget games or Fortnite, these games have established their own platform, while Roblox doesn't have any platform at all. Instead, they're a space that we voyage in the Milky Way. What I mean is that, tell me, what is the most interesting aspect that appeals to you when it comes to gadget games? You'll be interested in characters, story, more explorable areas, and mounts of reward to fuel our addiction. And what about Roblox? Oh, we have a free new hat, and you do what the game says for the hats, and you're done with it. And I know both Roblox and gadget games are different beasts, but is there anything remotely similar to Roblox? Because as far as I know, there's another platform called Zipito, but I don't play those sadly because of these ugly designs. What about Fortnite? Well, they're a battle royale game and they rely on battle pass every new season. There are also other game mode that is similar to Roblox. Most of these rewards are just new skins, items, etc. Imagine if Roblox added battle pass as an event. How would you feel? Imagine you have to play random overrated games for 10 minutes, not to mention that it will require a lot of work and it might be a nightmare for the engineers because they have to set this up daily or weekly. But I'm not sure how it works, nor did Roblox ever think about it. Then why don't they give out those in-game rewards that they're gonna host? Some games actually did. A good example is Driving Empire. But the problem is, do you play Driving Empire? Because I don't. mean, it's good if you played it. If they want to save money and, you know, host events without giving free hats, at that point, they'll be just Live Ops 2.0. And believe me, they're not giving free Robux away. And I think that may be the reason why they want to start Live Ops. I believe the return investment has pretty much taken a toll on David Baszucki's bank account. We're setting our expectations way too high for Roblox. Is this going to be the norm now? But when you start to look around, why is the accessories price start to taking a hike now? Is this because of this whole event? Because it seems Roblox seems to be bleeding dry now. I feel like no one is mentioning about this and just throw rampant saying Roblox keeps making bad decisions. Well, we do believe that they're making bad decisions. Don't you think that the event actually might be the reason for it? I don't have a proof that the event might be the one doing it, but if you're looking here, we're not in a pandemic anymore. A lot of people are outside working, trying to cope with the economy, and we are no longer stuck in our home anymore. And I feel like Roblox isn't as big as it was. If this is the price that we're paying for Roblox just to bring semi-live ops events back, we're truly living in a dark time. Not that we ever get out of it, but I just don't want to pay so much money because of Roblox inflation. Imagine the horrors if they actually increase the price floor for 2D clothing. I'll be mad and others will be mad, which also leads to the removal of the ads. What could be the reason? New infrastructure, or they just don't want to pay for the moderation team. Speaking of moderation, I don't think they actually improve it. Looks like we have every bit of problem just like everything. I mean, if you start to look at any moderation now, I don't think there's any human left in the corporation aside David Baszucki. Did he actually say that he did step down from being the CEO? I totally forgot. Anyway, what do you think? Should they really stop implementing events? Can they really revert back a lot of this stuff that were removed? I mean, I feel like totally fear mongering right now, but relax guys, it's not the end of Roblox. It's just the price that we really have to pay, and I just don't think we should pay for half-ass events anymore. What do you think? Do you guys have a better opinion? Let me know in the comment section. Like this video if you find it insightful, and subscribe if you want to stay tuned. See you guys in the next video.